What is up, awesome people? And welcome back to my Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire How to Catch series. So in this series, as I mentioned in the last episode, we're going to be focusing on Pokemon that most people would actually find quite hard to find. This will include rare Pokemon on routes that you can find through walking or DexNav exclusive Pokemon. Now in the last episode, I caught myself a Lillipup on Route 101, and I also went through some introductory basics on ways to make catching Pokemon a little bit easier. I'll go through a couple of those methods again in this episode just to revise a lot of the new incomers to this series. Alright, so we're still going to focus on Route 101. There are two other Dex exclusive Pokemon that need to be found. So I'm not going to probably say which one we're doing this episode because I've got no idea what we're doing. I am doing this one live, so as I said, everything kind of just goes and I go with the flow here on this one. Alright, so Route 101. As I said, since I'm playing it at night time, I've still yet to confirm where dust balls are since I've only started recording this one just a little bit after the last episode. I am thinking that the Lee Cove department store may actually stock them. I'm not 100% sure, but usually dust balls do work at night. But anyways, on this route there are 3 Dex exclusive Pokemon that can only be caught after obtaining the National Dex, so we are going after them. There are a lot of Pokemon and each route that are DexNav exclusive, only available once you've got the National Dex. So do keep that in mind as well. So if you are trying to do these episodes and you have not completed the Elite Four for the first time and do not have your National Dex, then that's why some of these Pokemon won't be popping up for you guys. Also, another way of making Pokemon a little bit easier to catch is to lower them down to 1 health with false swipes. False swipes can be obtained as a TM from the Rush Bro Pokemart from a guy in a suit. He will give you the TM 54, I do believe, which is false swipes. There are Pokemon that do learn that move naturally through level up, so you can always use them. They'll always knock that Pokemon down to 1 health, nothing more, nothing less. So you'll never kill that Pokemon with false swipes, which is very handy for Pokemon in early routes. I do know there's a Pokemon on Route 103, which is an absolute pain to catch. Well, it was for me when I was mucking around anyway. It just wouldn't go in, even in an Ultra Ball, it wouldn't just go in. It was so annoying. It was level 2 and it wouldn't go in an Ultra Ball. It took me 20 Ultra Balls to catch it, but false swipes would help it. Statusing a Pokemon with either paralysis or sleep is another way to make a Pokemon quite easy to catch as well. So Thunder Wave or Sleep Powder, Spore, Hypnosis, Lovely Kiss, even Nuzzle, if you got a very low level Pokemon, would help as well, making Pokemon easier to catch. There are so many other ways to make Pokemon quite easy to catch, but they're usually my methods. Is just lower it down to 1 health with false swipes. If you need to go the extra mile, you can paralyze it or put it to sleep, and then chuck some Ultra Balls at it. That's usually the method I use. You can use Pokeballs. You can actually use whatever Pokemon. A Pokeball that you prefer. As I said, my favorite Pokeball is a Dust Ball. I do prefer using Dust Balls because I do love the animation of a Dust Ball. But anyways, let's start hunting for Pokemon. So as I said, we're standing for Route 101 and we're just making our way throughout the routes. So far, as I said, I've already caught a Lillipup, which is Dex exclusive. And I do believe that was a Zigzagoon that popped up, so we're just going to scare that one off. And I ran into a wild Pokemon. Oh, that's another hint I need to give you guys, is while using a DexNav, you can use a Max Repel to scare off any walking Pokemon that you may encounter. As soon as you encounter one of those, it will cancel out the DexNav. So for those of you who don't know what the DexNav is, you are given a DexNav pretty early on in the game. It is found on the bottom screen next to all the other stuff there. You just press it and it'll actually tell you when there's a shaking Pokemon around. So you just click on that and it'll tell you to sneak up on the Pokemon, and voila, there it is. It also tells you some other fancy stuff as well. I am kind of hoping to do an episode on the DexNav a little bit later on. At the moment, I can't do it because I don't have access to a bottom screen on my capture card. So I'm kind of hoping to steal either Pimp Knight's capture card, or I'm going to buy an American version of the game. And I ran into a wild Pokemon, that's alright, to try and do that episode. And I'll also go into more in depth on how the DexNav works as well. Anyways, we're going to run away from that Poochyena. I won't throw on the Max Repel as of yet until I find one of the Pokemon. Alright, so these two are going to be a little bit harder to find because Lillipup is the more common Pokemon to find. The next one, that's a Poochyena. That can be scared off. There's one of them who's uncommon and one that is quite rare. So as I said, I have got no idea what we're catching this episode. Whichever one pops up first. So all you gotta really do on this route is just run between those two bushes, and one of them should eventually pop up. If a Poochyena, Zigzagoon or Wurmple pops up, just run up to them and they'll disappear, making way for another Pokemon to pop up. Alright, that's a Poochyena. And unfortunately for me, I'm going to get like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Poochyenas popping up because my DexNav level for Poochyena is level 56 or something, which does help in countering a Pokemon more often, which you're probably seeing plenty of Poochyenas popping up on screen for that reason. Now I kind of regret doing that. Right, it should eventually pop up. That was a Poochyena again. Where are you so I can scare you off? Actually, if that happens, if you don't want to run through grass, just... God damn it. There we go, it's gone. Right, if that just happens, you just... Oh wait, I got a unique Poochyena. What have we got? It's got Fire Fang, it's level 12, it's got one potential, or it's got one perfect IV, and it's got the ability to run away. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I'll run into it anyway. So on this route, you can actually catch level 12 Pokemon using a DexNav. It's very rare. This one has Fire Fang, and it's got one perfect IV apparently. So there it is, level 12. So I just did that to show you guys you can catch some pretty high level Pokemon through DexNav, but that is one advantage of DexNav, and I keep hitting my headset. I don't know how I do that. Alright, eventually once... That's a Lillipup. I already got one of those. So now I've got Lillipups popping up, and I don't want them. Wow, that's got a long range on it. Go away. Alright, so I've got no reaction. Just can that one. Alright, one of them has to pop up sooner or later. Alright, sorry for the cut there, but that was a freak load of time before I could find it. Far out. I could have actually gone to sleep. That's how long it took me to find this Pokemon. Alright, so we finally found a DexNav exclusive. So I'm... Actually, it's on right on the edge. I don't need a Max Repel. I was going to say, if it appeared anywhere else besides there, I would have been throwing on a Max Repel ASAP because... This thing was an absolute pain. I actually found a few Dreamworld Poochyenas while I was doing that. It was very tempting to catch. Dreamworld Poochyeena is rattled. Alright, so we found ourselves a Sewaddle. Now this is actually uncommon, so I am not going to like finding the rare for this route. And as you can tell, I definitely do not want to stuff this up. So I was taking that really slowly because that took me about 15 minutes to find, maybe more. Oh my god, I was about ready to cry because of how long that took me to take. Alright, so, Sewaddle, don't you freaking dare kill yourself because I have spent about... I don't think I've just spent 20 minutes of life I'll never get back. And so many Poochyenas died in the process. Alright, so I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball at you straight away. I don't think you've got any recall moves, but I think I'm going to catch you straight off the bat, which because of your very, 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 very high catch rate. But there it is, Sewaddle, a Dex exclusive, Pokemon to Route 101, and I am that half asleep now because how long it took me, I couldn't even remember what we're doing. Alright, number 540, Sewaddle, the sowing Pokemon. This Pokemon makes clothes for itself. It chews up leaves and sews them with sticky thread extruding from its mouth. Sounds lovely. I give a nickname to Sewaddle. Well, I was going to call it quite annoying, but we're going to leave that nickname for the next Pokemon because, oh my goodness, it's going to take me forever to find that Pokemon, I reckon. Alright, so let's do a few DexNavs for it. It ran away? What the hell? I'm glad it didn't do that to me the first time. I would have probably raged pretty hard if it did that. Alright, so of course I can't find it. Alright, so it looks like some of them can run away, so do keep that in mind. They're like the freaking legendaries. 1 minute they're there, the next minute they're gone. Alright, so I'd like to show Sewaddle one more time. Can we do it? It kind of looks like it doesn't want to come out to play again. Come on. Alright, you're not getting away from me this time. Alright, it's level 2. Alright, we got it. And this will probably be the last battle I have. Man, oh man. Sewaddles are annoying. So as I said, the only one I've got left in this route is going to be even more annoying to find. Oh my sweet lord, I am not looking forward to that one. I'm going to sing some frustration on you. You annoying little worm. Alright, so that's it for this episode. And again, I'm so sorry about the fade. I didn't realise that Pokemon would take so long to find. So without a doubt, the next Pokemon is going to be even harder to find. It will probably take me about half an hour to find, I reckon. So anyways, thank you so much for taking time of your day to check out this episode. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out the previous episode from my How to Catch series, as well as my episodes from my main walkthrough for Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And if you like what you see, make sure to stick around for future episodes. So until the next video, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!